Hello students, welcome back to the online English class. In this video, we are going to understand our remaining model auxiliaries. First 7 model auxiliaries you have learnt and remaining we will learn in this video. First we will learn will. Will means you all know from the noun will, the wish is also implied. So we can understand a wish also. But here will is our model auxiliary. Will tells a determination or certainty, such as we will fight till the end. So this is telling the determination. What is the meaning of determination? You take a firm decision, you have a fixed goal, that means the determination. So here we have a fixed goal and that we will do in any condition. We will not distract from our goal. Thereafter, second function, certainty. I know you will complete this project. So I know this means I am sure you will complete this project. So here surety is there. So certainty means what? Surety, guarantee. Thereafter, will you post this letter for me, please? Here will is coming at the place of a question. Means here a request is there, but informal request. So this way also will can be used. So these are the main three uses of will. After that, would. Would is the past tense of will if we are using in direct indirect speech. Thereafter, would has the main use, that is the past habit. And here you can see to make a polite request also we use would. Thereafter, in conditional sentences, if a conditional sentence is there, means incomplete sentence. To express imagined result means you just you imagine that is result would have happened, and for such sentences you can use would, means unreal situation. Thereafter, probability can also be expressed through would, and thereafter we will see the examples for it. Mary would practice for 8 hours a day, means this is the past habit of Mary. 8 hours a day she was practicing. In this sentence, would is expressing the past habit which Mary does in the past every day. 8 hours a day she practices. Thereafter, here S should be there. Mary would practice. Would you please lend me your bike for a day? Here request is there, a polite request. If you say will you please lend me your bike for a day, that is informal request. Here also informal but polite request. This is more polite. Would is more polite than will. Thereafter, imagine the result. Had you worked hard, you would have passed. Here this action did not complete. Here we are telling had you worked hard. It means you did not work hard, and this is why you could not pass. So here in this sentence, would plus have, this combination if we are taking, it is showing imagined result, the result which did not complete. After that, ought to, our next model we will understand. Ought to shows duty or moral obligation or advice. Its main function is similar to should. It shows advice mainly, and some sentences also show moral obligation, such as, now note, ought to expresses more moral obligation than must and should. But if in the exam question comes to you, use model auxiliary of moral obligation or duty, you have to use must, moral obligation. If informal obligation, then you have to use have to. Now, example, we ought to love our neighbors. This is moral obligation. We ought to serve our old parents. This is moral obligation. Thereafter, we ought to work hard. This is advice. We should work hard. We ought to work hard. Same. You ought to take a rich diet. This is also advice. This way we use ought to. Now have to or has to. This has past tense also. Had to. If it is used with will have to, it will become a future tense also. But it itself has only past tense had to. So if you want to make its future, you can use will also. It is used to indicate informal obligation. Here have to, has to and must, they express the same thing but in formal and informal way. Means must you use with rules if rules are there, if official any enactment is there, any act is there, according to that act uh, uh, people have to do the work or the procedure they have to follow. But in have to there are no rules, there can be power, and with power you tell someone to do something, that time you use have to or has to or had to. It is expressed to, it is used to express compulsion also. Example, he has to work hard for good living. He has to work hard. Here, any rules are not there, any duty is not there, but he has to work hard because he has some burden. Otherwise, he will not live properly. Thereafter, you have to be in the office at 10. Here, a powerful pressure is there on the person to be in the office at 10 o'clock. They don't have to keep awake at night. Here no necessity we are showing, but in informal way. The necessity is not there. Means no burden, no tension is there. Don't have to awake, don't have to keep awake at night. Thereafter, 12th one modal dare. Dare is a semi modal, means it is used as a modal auxiliary also and a main verb also. Now let us see how it is called as semi modal, because it is used as modal auxiliary as well as regular verb. When it is used as main verb, it has singular past tense form, that is dares, dared. As a regular verb, it means to have courage. It needs to infinitive. This is very important thing. She dares to go into the dark. He did not dare to speak the truth. Do you dare to jump out of the window? You see here in the simple present form, we are using the S form with third person singular subject. And here we are using did, the helping verb before dare for negative sentence. Thereafter we are using do for for an interrogative sentence before the dare. Thereafter, as a modal auxiliary, dare in negative means don't have courage. It is used only in interrogative and negative sentences. It never uses to after it. Means modal auxiliary dare does not use to or to infinitive after it. Modal auxiliary dare and modal auxiliary need, these are only used in negative as well as interrogative sentences. Dare as modal auxiliary followed by bare infinitive and no affirmative. He dare not play. Dare he play? Dare he not play? This is modal question, modal auxiliary question. Thereafter 13th one, need. This is also a semi-modal, very similar to dare. It is also used as a regular as well as modal verb. Now need means what? To be in need of something. For example, I need silence. You need to practice more. Now do I need to practice more? Here do we are using, you can see silence is a noun, hence cannot be infinitive. So here silence is not an action verb. If any action verb comes after this need main verb, you have to use to infinitive of it. You need to practice. Here practice is the action verb. So this is why here s should be there. Here here this is why we are using to infinitive form. You need to practice more. Action verb hence to infinitive. Do I need to practice more? And he does not need silence. Here after does After does we are using not, we are using this does helping verb for need, because here it is a main verb. Now didn't the poor man need money? Here need we are using as a main verb. It is a past tense. Now as a modal verb it expresses no necessity or obligation in negative sentences, and as necessity in questions. Hence need not means not necessary, and it is used only in present tense. In the same way about dare, for past tense if you are using, then you will use it with have, such as should have. So it is followed by a bare infinitive, means to will not be used, and it is used in interrogative and negative sentences only. Let us understand. You need not wait for him. Here after need directly you are using not. You don't need here do or does, because this is modal auxiliary, such as you cannot wait for him, you should not wait for him. In this way, need we go on a picnic? Here also directly the question is starting with need. It means it is a modal auxiliary, such as can we go on picnic, should we go on picnic, must we go on picnic. So this way need and dare we are using semi modals. After that used to, we all are aware with this modal auxiliary used to. Used to we use only in past tenses to tell the past habits, habitual actions in the past. Expresses habitual action of past. Used to be, if we are telling that something existed in past tense, state of being in past tense, that time we use be, used to be after it. So here you see it is used to express something that existed in the past, what used to be. And for habitual action we use used to, such as when I was young I used to work very hard, I used to work very hard. She did not used to tell lies. He did he used to tell stories? So here you use for negative you use did plus not before used to, and you use the simple form of this use, not ed. Thereafter in the interrogative also the helping verb will come first, and did we are using because it is used only in the past tense. And if be you want to say see the example, my friend used to be very intelligent in his childhood. So used to be very intelligent you are telling, or used to be intelligent. Intelligent is the adjective here, it is not action verb. This is why we are using be before it. He used to be, my friend used to be very intelligent in his childhood. मेरा दोस्त बचपन में बहुत होशियार हुआ करता था. In this sense, you are using used to be. Now let us see exercise, and this you have to solve. Whatever is given in this video, that all you have to copy in the notebook. In the notebook of your grammar. So these sentences you pause the video, and in the same way you change them according to the instruction given in the bracket. Use only the main function of the modal auxiliary. Here if use modal auxiliary of habitual past is given, then only you have to use that modal auxiliary. So these 10 sentences you solve in the notebook. If you have any doubts you can ask anytime. So have fun, take care, thank you so much.